Hey, let me holler at you. Can I holler at you for a minute? Straight up, I need to holler at somebody. Alright, I need to talk to you. Alright, I just hear me out for a second. Now look, my name is Country Five. Alright, and that's my government name. Alright, and I'm from South Carolina. I'm from the country, and I'm a rapper. And I'm damn near 50 years old, and I still rap. I'm an actor too. But these are some of the things I was asking for when I was a young boy, when I was in high school. I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be an actor. I never said I wanted to be the biggest rapper. I never said I wanted to be the biggest actor. I just said I wanted to be it. And me putting that out into the universe constantly is what made it respond. And that's something that we have the power to do. And that's why a lot of us is being distracted, because we have that power. Now, I didn't know how this thing was going to go. I didn't know how it was going to happen. But what I understand now in hindsight, it was all the way it was supposed to be. You don't know how things are going to respond. You just know that you can constantly put it out there and be more specific as possible so that you can really get it as close as possible to what you want. It ain't going to happen the way it looks in your mind. But at the end of the day, it'll happen. So a Marine Corps recruiter came to me and I said, hey man, can you send me to California? He said, yeah. And I'm like, bet, let's do it. I'm out. So I get to California, and on day one, I created my own environment. I brought people into my world and I performed for them. Whether it was just having parties in my barracks room, or whether I was throwing cookouts, or if I was having parties, I was creating my own environment until I was able to just do my own thing and be known for as a rapper. Now, I'm in the Marine Corps, so I can't get to Hollywood to really get into that. But I was doing little videos and things like that, but nothing really major. But that rap game is what I was about. And so I went to Okinawa, Japan, and I was out there and I was doing the same thing. And then after that, it was time to go to Hollywood. Now, when I get out there, it's just me, but I've had all this experience of being in the Marine Corps. And I go out there to Hollywood and I see what it's like at the end of the yellow brick road. And see, all this time I'm thinking, if you the best rapper, if you the best at these things, like sports, if you really a great ball player, you're gonna make it. You're gonna be to the lead. If you're a great boxer, you knocking people out, you're gonna be the champ. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a great rapper, that doesn't also necessarily mean that you are going to be the person that they're going to actually use to amplify in their network. And I had to learn that. And so the reason why you probably never heard about me is because I never sold out my people. I couldn't do you like that. I couldn't. I know the type of skills that I have because I was sitting down with these different types of people. I'm talking. I talked to people from all over. I was with some movers and shakers and decision makers, for real, for real. But at the end of the day, it was going to change who Country Five was. And see, I ain't with all the gangster shit. I ain't gangster. I ain't no thug. I don't trap. I don't sell no drugs. I don't do none of that shit. And I wasn't about to go down for that. And I wasn't about to influence some other young people to think that that's cool. And that's what these rappers that you see now, you know, you haven't heard of me, you might think I ain't shit. You know, this nigga, if he was all that, why he ain't on the radio? And that's what I thought. But when you get in there, man, and you really, really find out what it's really about, that's why you hear some of the worst shit on the radio right now. You can't tell me some of these niggas that's rapping on this radio station right now is the best rappers we got in the world. Come on, man. You gotta make it make sense now. You know, and so I overstood at that moment that it wasn't about talent, it's about influence. And then when you realize that a lot of the people that own these record labels, they own private prisons. Now, black folks, we the shit in rap, but we don't own no major shit. We don't own no major distribution companies. So it's just like being in the NFL. We all the entertainment, but we don't own no NFL teams and shit. So it's the same thing. So I get why I wasn't able to move forward, because I stood on principles. I'd rather you not know me and I have a great life of me create my own environment and enjoy the rap career that I've had so far, than to be a sellout and have people out here thinking it's cool to do the things that we've been doing, and we gotta grasp and get control of that shit. Now, we want to be respected as black folks, but we continue to be manipulated. When the last time you respected somebody you was able to manipulate? Let them marinate. And so when you see me, this shit might go over your head because I ain't rapping about the shit that these niggas rapping to, because we're accustomed to that shit. We so defeated that's why we have verses. That's why we got beef amongst these rap artists and shit. You don't see that in the country, in the pop world. That shit don't exist. It's only us that's dealing with all this trauma and shit. And I just refuse to participate in that shit, man. I can't do that to you. So whether you know me or not, whether you go listen to my music, that's gonna be up to you. But I'm 40 years in this thing, man. I'm a writer for real. And I stand on that. I'm the most consistent concept writer that you're gonna ever hear. I don't rap about anything other than what the song is about. And that's very rare. You don't hear that in music today. Rappers that have a subject and then they just go off and rap about anything and they don't stay within that subject. And that's what I do. And I like to write different concepts. I don't want to rap about the same subjects, you know, me boasting about myself, I'm the shit, all this money I got, all these bitches I'm fucking, and all that shit. That shit is so generic now. You know, so that's why my new album, Grown Folks Business, is really dedicated to, you know, just the older generation and just talk about things that we feel, but it's all concept based. Any song that you can find on me is all concept based, you know. And, you know what I'm saying, I gotta, you know, this is me. This is your boy Countryfied. And like I say, I was able and blessed to be able to do rap on my turn and become an actor, you know. I've been on a lot of major shit, man, and I'm still, you know, it ain't no, I'm not a major movie star, TV star, but I've done some shit, and I'm proud of that. But I know the game. What I'm trying to tell you, man, is not what you think. You got to really start to feel yourself and enjoy your own success within yourself, and not allow it to be so external. Because, man, and you can't believe all these rappers and just be influenced because it's all a game. If you buying into that bullshit, that's the reason why we should be pushing back against all that old bullshit type music, and then we can change. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, and I appreciate you for letting me get this shit off my chest, because I just love y'all so much, man. I just wouldn't do it. So respect me or not, just know that I just wouldn't do y'all. Love y'all.